the game itself and taking both games, both Friday and Saturday?
Yeah, well, we'll start with Friday first,
Okay.
and obviously we'll take it. We have 6 periods to win. That's the way we look at it. But we've got 3 of them to play on Friday. And our goal will be, as we play against every team, we're going to try to keep them in their defensive zone as much as we can. And if when we do that, we wear them down, we hopefully wear their defensemen down. Hopefully we get them in to make a couple of mental mistakes and hopefully capitalize on those. But again, if we start making mental mistakes ourselves and causing turnovers at blue lines and giving them the opportunity to come in and take shots from high percentage areas, then we're playing into their game, and that's what we don't want to do.
So you guys started out the season really hot. I believe 10-0 or something like that, and then kind of as October approached, those series started to become more split with Arizona, Colorado State, and then the 0-2 series against Drury. Kind of how are you still able to maintain your guys' game plan, with these losses in mind, and then trying to move forward as we're kind of wrapping up this half of the season and moving into next half. What's the mindset with that?
Yeah, no, mindset's been great. We've been working hard at practice. Obviously, we play within our concepts, and now we're starting to add things to our concepts on the offensive side. But teams like Arizona, they're number 15 ranked team. Drury's a number 8 ranked team. And who's the other team that we just played? Colorado State. Yeah. We took them lightly on the first night. Look what happened to us. It didn't go too well with us. So we learned from that, and we came back hard the second night, and we did well. So our goal has always been the same way: is you practice as you're going to play, and that's the philosophy that we're bringing in again into this week and playing that type of game on Friday.
Yeah, I want to highlight that Colorado State series, which was the last series that was played from the Sooners. If you fans were unaware of what happened, so the Sooners came into Friday and lost 5-0 to Colorado State, and then came back on Saturday and won 4-2. So what was the energy you brought kind of post-game Friday and coming into Saturday to make those adjustments and say, look, this is the game we need to play, and kind of how do you convey that?
It was more I think, of a mental. I don't think it was like physical or concepts or strategies. It was just that you can watch it on video and you can just tell that every time there was a dump in, they were always first on the puck. There was a shot on net, they were always first on the rebounds. It always seemed that we always lagged behind. And just to analyze everything, it's that night, it just looked that they wanted it more than we did, But again, on paper, they were ranked number 40 and we were ranked number 14. But that night, we didn't play as a number 14 team. So the adjustment was just like, hey, let's get back to our work ethic and let's supplement our talent with that, and good things will happen. And it did. And I think that game we outshot them something like 40, to 15, 16. Yeah. So, again, if we play that type of style, if we play our game, if we come out fast, I think the results should be very positive.
So we've been highlighting it all season with the amount of rookies that were brought in and the impacts they've made this season for the better. What rookies would you say have stood out to you the most in terms of watching, not necessarily point production, but like work ethic and other aspects of the game that you really like to see?
Yeah, I think all of them that we've brought in, they've all brought something special. And, obviously you got Carlisle and Faldrell that they're more the offensive-minded, pairing. But then you got kids at the back end like Levasseur. Unfortunately, he's hurt right now, but he's brought in a special talent that we need in the back end, size, good puck handling skills, and he can take care of the other team's top offensive lines. So again, we brought in some very good players on the goaltending front. We brought in 3 guys that can supplement with BCB, and that I have no problems in playing any one of those 4. But I think we brought in the right kids for this group, and now obviously we're growing together. We're still very young. We're going to learn from our mistakes, but we're going to do it collectively.
All right, so now shifting gears, we are approaching Christmas time, and we just had Thanksgiving. By the way, how was your Thanksgiving at the Arvanitas household?
Oh, yes, a lot of ham, a lot of turkey, the usual, a lot of kids running around.
You got a favorite side dish?
With me, no, I'm kind of easy. Corn, that's
corn.
Side, corn, maybe mac and cheese.
Okay.
And I'm good with that.
Okay. Watch any of the football games?
Oh, saw all of them.
Yeah.
Well, the first one, I still don't understand why a timeout wasn't called between the Bears and the Lions. then it gave me enough time to nap between the Giants and the Cowboys.
Yep.
Then woke up for the final game, which was another good game to watch.
Yeah. What are your Christmas traditions with your family? Do you have anything special you guys do?
Oh, we have family that comes over to our house. Nephews and little kids running around, and it's all about the kids at this time of year.
Yeah.
It's family time. We're very blessed of where we're at, and I'm sure like everybody else is. And it's just time to sit back, reflect on how your year was and how enjoyable everything was, and you just spend it with the people you love.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Mr. Arvanitis. We appreciate it. Good luck this weekend. You guys are going to crush it.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Good.
Time in Oklahoma. I'm Amy Acevedo, and now I'm joined by second season defenseman Adam Goldstein from Grapevine, Texas. How's things been going this season?
It's been great.
Awesome.
Yeah, everything's been good.
So you're back for your second season with the team. How do you think your game has improved?
I think this year's been a lot better for sure. I mean, if you look at just like points, obviously you can see it, but I think defensively as well, it's been a lot better, and just kind of overall the game's been a lot easier in the second year for sure.
Speaking of points, you scored the game-tying goal in the last series, that second game against Colorado State. How did it feel getting that goal after coming off a shutout loss to them?
It was great. I mean, it's always nice to get a goal. I don't get too many of them typically, but it was a big goal for us, tied it up, and then we were able to get a big win. So it was definitely nice.
And there have been a lot of new additions to the team this year, now being kind of in your second year and being in more of a leadership role. What has it been like to see some of these new guys come in and make such an impact on the team early on?
It's been awesome. I mean, I knew a lot of them before, and I've played with a lot of the guys prior, so I knew that they would be able to make an impact, and they've been great in the locker room, so can't really ask for too much more.
All right, so obviously being your second year, you've played in the I-35 Rivalry before against UCO. You guys have not beat them since 2019, but this year the stats say that you guys would have the advantage, first in the WCHL, they're ranked 9th. How are you going to approach the series this time around?
I mean, it's kind of just, you got to just play it like any other game, really. I mean, it's going to be passionate and definitely, a lot of fire there, but I mean, you can't really approach it too differently than anything else. We'll, keep watching video about them and kind of see what we need to do specifically and adjust things, but it's another hockey game, and kind of just got to do your best.
Yeah. What is it about that UCO team that makes them so difficult to play?
I think last year for sure, they're just tough to play against. They go hard. I mean, obviously we want to go to the tournament and then compete from there and try to win a national championship. I think we're fully capable of doing so, and it's kind of all in our hands how far we take it. So, just one game at a time, try to win and go to nationals and compete there.
Awesome, great. And then obviously this series is the last one before, the holiday season is coming up. So do you have any plans? Go back home to Texas? Do any fun things?
I'm just going to be back in Texas, back at home. Get to spend time with friends and family and everyone. So it'll be really nice.
Awesome. Do you celebrate Christmas or?
I do Christmas and Hanukkah.
Okay, awesome. Do you have any fun traditions that you guys like to do, or?
Kind of just spend time with family, normal Christmas and Hanukkah stuff, nothing too crazy, but
awesome.
Just spending time with each other.
Okay, awesome. Great. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We'll be right back in a little bit with rookie goalie Grayson Payne. Stay tuned to OU Hockey TV. Welcome back to OU Hockey Time in Oklahoma, live from Logie's. I'm now joined by rookie goalie Grayson Payne, younger brother of Nate Payne. How are you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Good. So what is it like playing with your brother, and what have you learned from him about hockey, playing here at OU and maybe even before?
It was a really cool experience since we've only played together one other time at prep school when I was a freshman and he was a senior. So that was the only time we've ever gotten to play with each other. So it's been cool this year being able to play with him again, and I don't know if he can really teach me much because he can't really score on me that much. But
Oh, okay.
but other than that, he's taught me how to get around school. He's taught me how to get around hockey, what to do around here. So he's been a lot of help on campus and on the ice.
Yeah, kind of helping that adjustment to college, balancing school and hockey.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So you came in for the second game against Colorado State, kind of, after that shutout loss. What did it feel like to kind of help your team get the win and get you guys back on track?
It felt really good. I know we needed the win. We'd been on a little skid with Drury and that first game. So I knew we wanted to get a win there really desperately before the break. And it was good that we did. I didn't have the best game out there with only 2 goals on like 18, 20 shots. But I'm glad we got the win. And I know we needed it before break.
Yeah, and I mean, it shows in the numbers. You have a .938 save percentage this season. How confident are you with the kind of the streak you've been on?
I'm feeling really confident right now. I'm playing well. I'm feeling the puck really well. I'm seeing that there's no really straight-on shots that are getting me. That's all passed across. So if I can keep this rolling, it should be a good rest of the season.
Awesome, yeah, and you're learning, I'm sure, of course, from Brendan Culbertson-Bond. He has the most wins for a goalie in OU hockey history. Is there anything that he's really kind of taught you or anything that you've learned from him so far this season?
Yeah, BCB's been a great help so far. He's taught me how to go through these games, what to expect, playing different teams, different environments, especially the Missouri State environment where there's more people. So he's been a lot of help going in, being the new goalie with me and Forden, and he's really helped us both a lot.
Awesome, yeah. So, like I said, obviously your brother's on the team, so I'm sure maybe you know a little bit about the I-35 rivalry with UCO. Is there anything you knew about that coming into this, with it being your rookie season?
I know that we haven't always done the best against UCO, and I know that we are rivals. We're sharing a rink, so I know it gets very chippy out there, and I'm very excited to be a part of it and see it this year and hopefully hand them a couple losses this weekend.
Yeah, what do you know about them that you think makes them such a tough opponent, and how are you guys kind of approaching that series this year?
We expect them to be just a hard, old, rough team like they are on paper. They just have those older guys that stayed with the program through all their coaches leaving, and we know they're going to play hard, and we just need to really tire them out. They only have a certain amount of players, but we can't overlook that they're still going to come to play no matter what, and we just need to tire them out. Get them skating, get them going, and then hopefully we can outlast them and win both games.
Yeah, and I'm sure, as you know, this team was just kind of the first team out of the national tournament last season, but what are your goals with the team this season, and what do you guys hope to accomplish?
I know all of us hope to get to the national tournament this year. I know my brother and the team were very upset that they didn't make it last year after just missing out. So I know all of us are expecting to make it this year and want to make a good run at it. So I know our goal is to win it all. I know that's our goal basically every season, and I know that we have a good shot at it this year.
Awesome. So obviously after this series, the holiday season's coming up. Do you have any plans for over the break to go home, see family, any vacations?
I'm actually going with my family to Europe. Me and my brother are going to France and England over the break with my family. So we don't get to see them that much since we've always lived away from them. So it'll be a nice time away with them.
Awesome. Any cool bucket list items you're hoping to go see while you're there?
Really anything. I've never been outside the country other than maybe one time to Mexico and then a couple times to Canada. So it'll be cool to just get out there and just see how they live and just everything out there.
All the cool things, all the different food, all the different sides.
Oh, I'm excited about the food. I'm really excited about the food.
The French food or?
I'm definitely more excited about the French food. I can't wait to try basically everything I can out there.
Okay, awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck in the UCO series.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with Christian Markey with an interview with Grayson's older brother, Nate Payne, in a little bit. Stay tuned to OU Hockey TV.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am here with the Nate the Great Payne joining us from Logie's for our last segment. Nate, you have been a veteran presence on this lineup now, and you are joined by your brother finally, which I'm sure has been great to have. What does that kind of look like for you this year, and how was that, process of, did it take much convincing to get him here, and just kind of how did that sort of look like?
Over the last summer, it was just like looking at what schools wanted him for when he was playing juniors on the East Coast, and while I was still here, he came out for like 1 or 2 times over the spring. I got him to a football game in the fall. It was I forget who we played in the night game last year, but he came to that night game and he walked in the stadium and he was like, whoa. And he was just like so shocked. He was like, I've never been in like a place like this at all. And I think that was the turning point in his head. It was like, I kind of want to just go to school, have fun, just play hockey there.
Yeah, we mentioned football a lot on the broadcast, sometimes during games, sometimes on the show. Unfortunately, I am going to say we were going to possibly have a Jackson Arnold appearance, but after the news today, that does not look like it is going to be a thing that happens. Unfortunately, we'll have to see who the new Sooner quarterback is coming into this year. But speaking on football, what has been like your favorite OU football moment so far? You've had some time here.
It was probably – I didn't go to the Caleb Williams OU Texas game, but I went to the one 2 years ago where it was that long shootout. Texas had the Hail Mary at the last second. We batted it down. That one was pretty crazy. And everyone – like the whole place was just throwing cans and like just going nuts on our half of the field.
Yeah, that was a great game. And so we're going to shift back to the veteran mindset that you kind of have on the team now. How do you sort of father these guys into college? You got responsibilities now. You're living on your own, no more parents. You've been through it now for a fair amount, and so now you're kind of having to give these guys advice. How do you help them kind of integrate into college life and hockey life?
I mean, I feel like for them it's – for being freshmen, they kind of want to get their mind off school when they get to the rink, so it's not like when they get to the rink, just not even bringing up school at all. It's just all hockey talk and just everything else but school, so that if those freshmen and sophomores and the younger guys can get their minds off of school, they will do better for hockey and in school because they have a little break.
Do you have a Stanley Cup prediction for this year? We talked about it. Your brother is a Capitals fan, and you're a Flyers fan. You both are from Massachusetts. It was a bit confusing for me at first to wrap my head around that, but
yeah, that's a weird one. But right now, I don't know. It's looking a little iffy. Like the Wild are doing good. The Jets were doing good, and they lost a few in a row now. I want to see the Jets in the second round just because I love their tradition of the whiteout.
Okay,
but I couldn't tell you who's going to win the Stanley Cup right now.
If you had, we've done this segment. If you have a dream Winter Classic, because that's also coming up every New Year's Day, it happens. What location would it be, and what would the teams be?
I mean, just for me, I'd probably say just Flyers Rangers again, or Flyers Penguins, just because I'm a Flyers fan. I don't want Flyers Caps because there's no point of playing them. They're not that good.
Oh, he's gone now.
Yeah, he's gone. He walked away. He got scared.
Yeah. So the NHL also does global series. If you had anywhere in the world you would want to travel with OU to play a series against X opponent, where would that be in the world?
I think it would be cool to get everyone in like Switzerland or like one of those places like that, like Germany, just one of those like big Europe fan bases, and like I've seen like videos of their fans, and those people are crazy.
And so finally, you are going to graduate after this year. Do you mind reminding the fans what your major is, and then kind of sort of what your plans are after college and what you look forward to doing?
Right now I'm an HR major, and I have minors in econ and health and exercise science. So I either could go the sports route and work for a sports team, or I could go on and work for a health company. I'm still trying to choose which one.
Yeah, got you. Well, thank you for joining us, Nate. Sooner fans, we have an exciting weekend ahead of us with UCO games both Friday and Saturday. The Friday game, I believe they're both at 7 o'clock. Friday game will be the away game, so I'm not sure where we will be positioned for that. Last year, we were still able to be in the normal crow's nest that we were at. However, things changed, and we don't know what the state of that will be. However, Saturday's game will be a home game. And we will be back at our normal spot. So we thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you guys this weekend. Have a great night.